How do you get stakeholders comfortable with just-in-time collaboration?
So I think that the just-in-time collaboration is very similar to we have meetings. That the difference is that when you have meetings, you don't commit, that people can discuss to see what's going on, and then you go back, summarize that, right? So the idea is to have a just-in-time, but you don't commit. You can have a draft mode of some sort. So then you say, hey, let's just play out a couple of scenarios, and you keep these scenarios live. Once everyone say, okay, I like this, then you commit. Or you can say, let's talk about a couple of scenarios, and then we go back, think about it, and then you come back and decide whether you want to commit or not. So, and that's how we're going to do. And also something with building Dragonboat is that you can do this draft mode. You can do the just in time or whatever without really commit to it. And until people feel comfortable, you commit. Could be in a session, could be out of session.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. It's an interesting question because it's a shift over time on how we work together rather than a particular shift to a just-in-time model. I actually wouldn't position it as that because it might make people think, oh, and I have to change how I work. And the reality is you don't really change how they work. You just change how you get them to listen to each other, I would say, right? So rather than I go work with sales and then they ask me all these things, and then I go work with marketing and ask me all these things, and then I have to try and reconcile it in my basement and give them a happy answer. I put them in the room and I say, look, we're a team. We should get to this outcome together because there's no way for me to satisfy A, but also satisfy C, right? I'm running into these problems that I cannot, so I need your help in getting this fixed, right? So you bring them to the table and they're like, and the positioning isn't that I want you to have a chance to weigh in this very important meeting, right? Where we're going to make some decisions. So I want you to be at the table because you're a very important stakeholder, Mr. Salesperson or Mr., or Miss Marketing, right? Like I need you to be at the table and we're going to make these decisions. Now you bubble up, you do your work, you bubble up the things that have it contention, but that is the just-in-time collaboration. And it doesn't need to be a separate thing. It's just part of how you work together and you start slowly increasing this way of collaboration over time and people get used to it, and then it's not really a big change management effort, is slowly over time shifting how the organization's working and kind of pushing more things on your plate into the 99 automated percent of your work, right? Yeah, that's what it is to me. Yeah.
Right. You speed up the decision making to real time instead of going back and forth, right? It's really just to make it easier. Totally true.